about this little guy right here. I used to call him my little Tasmanian devil, and he gave me grief all day long. Okay, grief all day long. And you understand that your subconscious, that makes up 99% of your mind, does not care how you want to live your life. It just listens to your conscious thoughts and tries to make your thoughts true for you. So once I understood that, I started listening to my thoughts, and I thought, good gracious, I got some stinking thinking, you know. So I went to war with him. I'd kick him off, stomp him on the ground. He kept jumping back, hanging on my elbow, doing all this crazy stuff. And once I let go of my limiting beliefs, because 20 years ago, I was 40 pounds overweight, did not like myself. And when you don't feel good, what do? You want to feel better, right? So I ate comfort food. Some people do drugs, alcohol, cigarettes. And temporarily you feel better, but it always comes back, okay? So you have to train this little guy to be your best friend. And today, you know, back then, Linda Allred, the #1 limiting belief in the world is I am not good enough. I believe that. And today, I believe I'm good enough. I believe I'm the hottest ticket in town. I believe, and every one of you in this room believes you're the hottest ticket in town. And when you come from that belief, and know the transformation that you can deliver to your clients changes your energy, and you speak with confidence, you speak with assurance of what you can deliver, and the transformation that you can give is just priceless. So that, you know, you can charge what you want, charge what you're worth, and not be scared to open your mouth and double your rates, okay? And money's good. A lot of people think money's bad, you know. My mother said, only the mafia has money, or drug dealers or whatever. The more money I make, the more I can give to the church. The more money I make, I can hire people and give them a nice standard of living. So money is one.
I really wanted to share what has happened for me since had been working with Linda in one of her programs. Linda and I actually have some history together. We actually met years ago when I walked into her hypnosis business for weight loss. And I can't even put into words at that time what Linda had brought into my life, because I walked into that center with a weight loss issue is what I thought. But what I found was peace, happiness, freedom, and when I found all of that by working with Linda, the weight was just a non-issue. The weight just came off because I didn't even realize how stressed I was.
I am from North Mississippi, originally from Ferry, Louisiana. I went to school at LSU and then proceeded on to other colleges. About a year and a half ago, we moved back to Baton Rouge, so I'll be close to my mother. She's at 84, and I'm starting where we had to help her. We met Linda at an engagement from Lane. We got invited to a presentation to her house. I'm a little skeptic about being hypnotized and, you know, shut your eyelids down, open your eyelids and different things like that. I just wasn't into that. So we come to her house. Met with Linda, felt very comfortable, very relaxed, and when she started her working with us, I was not involved. I just let her talk and different things, and finally I said, you know, it's a waste of time if I don't try to do what she's asked us to do, or me to do. So reluctantly I did, and believe it or not, I enjoyed it.
Well, before I left, I met Linda. I had just retired from the federal government after 26 years and had moved across the country to Baton Rouge to take care of my mother who had a stroke. When I met her, I was emotionally drained and exhausted and didn't know which direction I needed to go. I knew I wanted to work on my spiritual path, get my health and my body in shape, and I also wanted to do something with the rest of my life, but I just couldn't figure out what.
Before I started working with Linda, life was pretty hectic for me. I was having a lot of emotional, physical, mental problems. I just could not focus because of situations in life and the way I had been knocked down.
Before I started working with Linda Allred, I had a job for 18 years. I had a very successful career, but towards the end I really despised my career. I had to travel, I had to work with the teaching profession. I mean, I was just really unhappy at my career, and I wanted to change my career. But I never ever thought that I would be able to make the transition between an insurance sales agent to a licensed massage therapist that specializes in Eastern bodywork. I made so much money as an insurance agent that I just didn't see any way that I'd ever be able to do what I really wanted to do.
Well, let me tell you about my girl Linda. My girl Linda and I met on June the 23rd, 2013. And I stood up and told her and gave her the swift kick she needed to get back out and speaking again. And in return, she offered me her program, and she gifted me with her program as a scholarship fund. And she has blessed me unmeasurably in our group, Movers and Shakers, as well as WPN. Everyone that woman touches turns to gold. I was a caretaker for my parents after owning 3 businesses and having to close shop to come home and take care of them. And within a matter of seconds and minutes after our first session, my life changed. And it not only changed personally, but it also changed spiritually. Linda is a jewel and a gem in someone's life. And all you have to do is open up that Pandora box and look and see what jewel is in there. And you will have Linda Allred.
Well, I can tell you, I met Linda at Women's Prosperity Network, and it was really quite amazing. I listened to everything that she had to say, and it was like, okay, whatever. Yeah, I believe it and don't believe it and whatever. And so after I spoke with Linda, we had a long conversation, and I told her, I said, I'm interested, but I'm extremely, extremely skeptical. I really was. I was backing out the door saying, okay, I'm skeptical. So, but I was struggling a whole lot. My confidence was down, and I really, really was down on myself. And so I took the plunge.
So that was our first meeting together. And I'm going to tell you, she is such a remarkable woman that she made such an impact on me that I actually went and got certified as a hypnotherapist, and as a challenge to her, because I asked her, how do you learn how to do this? And so she said, if you will go and learn how to do this, I will hire you. Well, it was on then. I went and I got certified. And then I went back to her, and I worked with her for several years, and those were some of the happiest times of my life.
We moved to Baton Rouge that we had a problem financially, and we had a business we had to close. And through all that, and through all the mess of that, we moved to Baton Rouge. And you try to start at zero with Linda. Well, I think we were below the line. And as she has worked with us and has helped us, and we have done what she has told us to do, it has really helped and started turning us around. We're not through, we're right in the middle of it, so I cannot give you everything that's going on, but I can tell you that it's really changing my life.
Linda, I met her during the Baton Rouge Women's Council Women's Week, and after attending one of her seminars, decided that I wanted to work with her. But the one of the questions that Linda asked of me was, in a perfect world, briefly describe what your day would be like. That just completely opened up the world for me. The whole idea of not having to think of the goddess and to start dreaming again just made my world open up, and it got me thinking about all the possibilities. And when I answered this question, Linda made it seem so reasonable, and she completely understood it, and she made me feel like that it was very attainable.
Working with Linda was a joy and a pure pleasure. Learning to find out who I was and deal with myself and go inside of me and bring out the real Linda and the positive Linda it was just amazing. It had been a while since I had been under hypnosis, and when we went through those sessions, it was just amazing what it did for me.
I didn't have any idea as to how this thing would work. It's kind of like what she always says, you know, I heard everything that she said. I mean, I watched everything that she did. And when I walked out after every session, because I was a VIP, working with her one-on-one after walking out of those sessions, I didn't feel any different. During the week, I didn't feel that there was any drastic change or that a lightning bolt came down and all of a sudden my life was different. I just really didn't see where things were drastically different. But what happened is that just a little bit over time, these opportunities would come my way, and people would come my way, and eventually what happened is a lot of the things that in my heart I really wanted to happen, they happened.
She is a team player. It's not about just her. It's about what I can do to help you. And together we drink wine, we eat cheese queso, and we talk, we laugh, cut up, but we also get work done, and we also have thrived because of it.
Working with Linda is really, really great. She is very giving of her time and her goodness and her talents. And so she makes you feel welcome, she makes you feel comfortable, and lets you know that you really deserve to be successful.
And when she retired and sold her business, I went on and worked in a couple of other companies doing the same thing. And then I took a long break from it. And then Linda's and I, we met again, oh gosh, many years later. And when I met her again, her husband was very ill. In fact, he was actually dying. And she was telling me about some work that she had recently discovered in energy work. And once again, I felt that oil stirring, and she worked with me. And I was just new in my Plexus business, and I had come to a stall in the Plexus business. And she told me about the energy work, and she gave me some sessions, and my business took off after that because I did not realize all of these little limiting beliefs that I had. And again, I was so enthralled with that I decided I must learn how to do this technique as well, and I did. And I just cannot tell you what a wonderful woman Linda is, and how she wants to help you, and how much she has helped me. And as a result of going through that program with her, I went a whole entire rank up in my business, and my business has been thriving since then. So I just want to encourage anybody that's looking at this program or this testimonial, if you have these thoughts in your mind and you're wanting to be in your business, maybe your business is not going as well as you would like, or maybe you're wanting to start in a new business, but you have these little nagging little beliefs or these little negative things that are going on in your mind. That was what was going on for me, and Linda does have a wonderful program that can help you break through that. And I love how she's chosen to say that we're the hottest ticket in town. And truly, she is the hottest ticket in town. Thank you.
Well, in the last 6 months, I have gone back to school. I've gotten my real estate license. I've gotten a broker that I've hooked up with, who's not only become my mentor, he's also become my friend. I've sold my first home. I've gone and I've gotten my Reiki level 1 and 2 certificates and just signed up for an intensive pranic healing course in November. And I also have a couple other businesses that I'm working with. And every day is just exciting. When I go to bed at night, I have a smile on my face. And I don't even mind getting up when that alarm goes off at 6:30 because it's just an exciting day, every day.
As the hottest ticket in town, I'm the best brand partner for Nerium skincare that there is on the market. I'm also the best photographer on the market. So I am definitely moving forward and just expanding my horizons, and I don't know where God is going to end up with me, but I know it's going to be a joy and a pleasure.
One of the things that I do is I work for me. I don't work for any other spas. All of the income that I make is my income. I don't have to give away any part of my income to some other owner. Another one of the things that I enjoy very much is I have my own time freedom. And that is I make my own appointments, I work when I want, how much I want, and I mean, everything I do are the shots that I personally call. But more important than that, I really get to do what I really love to do, and that is I fix people. When they get off of my table, I know that I have definitely made a difference in their life, and I have made an impact in their life.
Well, we have joined ventures together, and we have got a great charter group that we're getting ready to launch on October the 27th through virtual speaking online. And she is going to do all the mindset, and I'm going to do all the marketing and all of the limiting beliefs with marketing, because people are afraid to speak. So I'm hoping that I will be able to teach them how to speak.
Well, my confidence level has soared. It's gone crazy. My ego is probably up a little bit more than it should be, but my business has doubled, and so that's really helped me a whole lot, and I'm really excited about the future now.